Dear Sarah, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing you for Valentine's Day for purpose. I had a bit of a moment 3 years ago. Set my mind a bit crazy, and it did start. I didn't feel well. It just didn't feel right. It was just something that just wasn't there. No, it's not right, is it? See, we're supposed to be talking about how nice she is, how she makes me feel, and how I feel. It's not just an earth angel. She is the woman of my dreams. I've seen her before. I've made over 10,000, maybe 12,000 bloody AIs of this same image, this silhouette of a woman, to find this one angel that fit. Now, the dream when I had one as a kiddo, I got cuddled by Sarah, but I believe it's Sarah, but I don't know if it was. I'm not too sure, because it wasn't until I was a bit older that I had the dream where I'm flying through just like a bombed out bloody thing. City. No, it wasn't even a city, just a few buildings. It wasn't a city. Then I went flying off, and she's there, just like an apparition, the face. And I remember the smile more than anything else. Now, that is a youngish dream. Would have been about 7, 8 years old, maybe younger. But that's where I learned to turn around in a dream and not fall out of the dream. It's like where I was taught how not to come out of the dream. I knew I was in it, so to speak. But as soon as she did that and I turned around, I was standing in a part of a graveyard where I've been many a times, and I saw myself land backwards. Then I was back into the dream again. It was absolutely brilliant. I can remember these things like clear. But it brings me back to Earth Angel Sarah. There's one particular dream where I've gone in, and I've been saying this church quite a few times. I mention it in many of stories. But this one in particular looked like someone's home more than anything else. And I can remember coming up the drive. The drive was quite long. It had nice bright grass either side. And it kind of looked like the start of a mansion. But then you saw the church with the big steeple and everything else like that. But it had the nice tall blue steeple. It was just like in the first dream. But in the first dream, it was just like a little mausoleum kind of shape. I have researched it all since I've had my dreams and things like that, so I can like speak it a little bit more. And Sarah was there, and she was giving me this right naughty look, like friggin' hell. She looked absolutely stunning. She had blue boots on, white bloody stockings, but then she had white lace underwear, but with white underneath and blue over the top, so the frill kind of matched as it went down the leg. And she looked absolutely lovely, and it was like that proper winding up sort of glare you get when they're going, yeah, you know, I look sexy, that sort of thing. And I think it's that dream. That's the one I'm looking for. It's the one I remember the most. But there's the other one where I've held Sarah. We held each other in the park. I recognised her straight away when I went into this dream. I knew who she was. I never knew her name then. But I went running up to her, and she held my arms and things like that. And she says, I asked where I was, and they said I'm not allowed to know yet. And it was a fucked up dream, in a sense, but it was a nice one. It was a really good one. The detail was brilliant. I remember the kids in the park playing, the gates, everything. I can draw it if somebody was actually to help me. But this is where it brings me back to Sarah. I see her face in these images now, but before, every time I wake up, I'd forget the face. Even though I've stared her in her eyes, looked to smile at me time and time again, it is the same image. But in the one dream where she's at this church, it had like a double garage at the back, like that was like a new build. And I started drifting up it started lifting me up so I could see the top of this church. It was showing me the detail of that, like the actual steeple hung over, so the water came down and dripped into this kind of moat, so to speak. Yeah, and you can see where the bell things are, where it's all got slats so you can hear the bells. But it's that tar stuff, that sheet that you put down, but some of it was coming away, so that's why I knew it was the bell thing. And it had this design right on the top, and it's just a perfect like square with this like big massive blue steeple coming off into it, and the water will drain down in, and it was like showing the detail of this house, and I think I've been in it as well. And it had basically a fireplace that went from one end all the way to the other. It covered it like an old-fashioned rockery that you used to get in the 80s, but really clean. And it had windows to the right and the left, really big ones. And you can see the patio to the right and a bit of a graveyard in the back. And I believe that was the inside of the house, but there was two separate dreams. But outside with Sarah, I can put Sarah, Earth Angel Sarah, in that place every time now. And I've tried so many different images. They're all bloody fantastic. I've got some really good ones. But then I go to sleep and I'm having dreams about this girl. And it's like, go away. Honestly, I'm trying to get rid of it. It won't bloody go away. But sometimes I just wake up and it's as if I need to send her a song or something. So I'm trying to send a smile. Just cheer her up a little bit. Hopefully it's worked. I found a few good ones as well. But I find myself wanting to just to dance with it, but it seems wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. What, just confessing to this lady that, you know something, I might actually think you're my soulmate from a previous life. We're meant to be together so we can go on to the next. Not straight away. We're going to enjoy our lives in between. I've tried to call it infatuation. I think it's off a song. All that sort of thing, but I'm trying to stop it. Yeah, leave it alone. But I'm waking up, I'm having dreams, and it's just like, I've had one today. She's got that naughty look, Earth Angel Sarah, and exactly the same, and that's what gets me. It's that naughty bloody look as well, because when I'm in the dream, especially the one with the church and that, and the garage, whatever, with Sarah's there, I can put her face in, I can put her there. She's got that smile, that look, and it's like, I don't want to ask Earth Angel Sarah, I do. I want to find out if it's her. I want to see if she's my forever soulmate. Yeah, we're going to enjoy our lives in between. But when it comes to Earth Angel Sarah, I look at my dreams now. This is the thought I've had today. This is what I get when the story seems to carry on for me. That I think the reason I recognise Sarah is because my dreams may not have been heavenly dreams as I thought. Do you think it could have been Sarah in our previous lives? Let me go back to the beginning of time. Have I always just seen my soulmate, my dream angel? And is Sarah my earth angel? Is she the person I remember through all these dreams? It's like I need help to finish off this story. I'm missing something. Well, what am I missing? I'm missing that love, that natural smile, that something. That every time she comes and sees me, it just feels so beautiful. I miss it. So I like to go to sleep at night. I like to have my own space, I like to have my own time, because when I am on my own, well, then she's always with me, isn't she? But I just got it wrong. Was this just another part of that mental health story? I don't know. I really don't. See, I've lost the wind there now. It was just something I needed to say because I was just topping up on the story. So back to the normal bit. Who I've loved from the beginning of time. I talk about my mental health and things like that, and the fact I talk to myself, and it's just, this one's just like, it won't go away. And I don't want to pick on her. It's just like, I'm trying to just leave it alone. I'm getting my car soon, so I know full well I'll get back into work, start earning some money again, so then I can get myself a nice PS5 Pro with the biggest fuck off 4K TV you can afford, yeah? And I just want to rock the computer. I don't want to even go into a relationship right now. I don't. But I have this urge just to tell her that I've fallen in love with a woman. But I don't know if it's because she's the woman of my dreams or my soulmate. I don't know. But how do you tell someone that? I feel like nothing more than a scruff. My arms are hurting, my legs are hurting. I've been out of work for 4 years now. I'm not looking my best. I'm getting there. It's like every day I do some exercise, like gym. I've got weights and things. You have to give it 3 days before it wears off. It absolutely kills. Then you do it again. So it's a slow process at the moment, but I'm getting there. But I've got nothing to offer. I've got nothing to offer Sarah whatsoever. I want to give her my heart. Because as far as I'm concerned, if I follow my heart and listen to my dreams, she's been my soulmate from before we've even met. I'm trying to fight the feeling. I just don't understand the trigger. See, I like to not analyse myself, but understand my feelings. Why am I thinking this? Don't tell me something without me thinking, why not? I'm in love, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm trying to battle it. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm no good for a woman like Sarah. I like my own space. As soon as my girls are old enough and I've got a house they can live in, yeah, I'm telling them straight, I'm going to come back now and again, but I'm fucking off. I'm going to go and get a job here, there and everywhere. If that means taxiing in a different country, or I don't bloody know, there's something for myself. I do intend on going travelling again. I've got, what, Daisy's 8, so 10 years at least. I'm trying to encourage them to do it. I've told my daughter to go and work at Butlins, get a good job and she can employ me. That's another way of getting back in. I'd like to go again and do it properly, even as an older man. Not bothered, bloody hell, screw that. They've got all those jobs where you're driving them trucks around and stuff, collecting bins and all that shit, aren't they? You never know, might be able to get something like that. I've dreamt of a guardian angel since I was 5 years old. And it seems since I've had my moment, she's presented herself. And I've gone into a dream where both Earth Angel and my guardian angel was in this dream. And ever since, it's only been Sarah. Earth Angel Sarah. It's like when we had one of the dreams, it's never been mucky between me and Sarah. It's just no normal dreams. One was just having dinner. Another one where we were in an office that fell down. That's I've done the stories for that. That's a massive dream. But she was in like just office clothes, white shirt, nice pencil skirt, and all that sort of thing. Just with not the waistcoat, the bloody blazer and that. I was smart as well. To begin with, we was at the top of an escalator. There's a double escalator, and I've seen it similar. I think GTA. I'm going to go for GTA. There's some escalators that go up, but they're outside. Kind of similar to that, but in this big, massive office, you see the floor. It reminds me of Court, actually, but not as grimy. Courts seem a bit freaky when you go into them. Just that vibe, innit? And it's like, oh, what was I saying? Yeah, it was at the top of this escalator. We was talking about business. We was talking about something as if we got a job. Now, this building was like, you can see all concrete out the back, like some old-fashioned bloody flats. We used to have them in bloody Icing Green, Nottingham. Similar to that, but really nice and posh. And they had nice glass that came out like an upside-down pyramid. And we were standing outside. But then we heard this rumble and things like that, and I ran off. Sarah's standing. I left her. I left her behind. Yeah, I ran off to see what was going off. So I've run up the road. I can remember the car park, the train thing side of it. That's why I think it was London. Yeah, those arches and things like that. I remember that at the back and the wall. But it went into like a triangle in the corner, like one room for just one little car, so to speak. No, I don't think it has bins. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I ran up the road. I came back again. It was in like a bit of a wedge shape. So you went up the road and you came back straight. You joined the main road. And I remember the front of the building looked different. It looked like number 10 Downing Street. Okay, but without all the railings and stuff. Take that off and your front door's straight at the bottom without all the steps and that. Yeah, and it started rocking. Yeah, and all of a sudden it caved in at the bottom first. It caved in and it all fell down forwards. But then all of a sudden, I was in the building. and I was up against a bookcase. And that's when my guardian angel, Sarah, came along. And she touched my arm. Boom. I disappeared to this bloody train station, potentially bus station. You'd have to go for the dreams for that one. Am I going for it? I don't know. Do excuse me. It wasn't supposed to be this long, this one. If I got to this point, I've decided to edit the name out. Yeah? I said her second name and that wasn't right, so that's me just correcting that. Do excuse me. But yeah, where did we get to? Yeah, we're going for it, aren't we? I'm going to have to tell the whole story now. But yeah, right, so I'm on this train station and I've got this job. And I've come out, blah, blah, blah. I've gone into this courtroom and I've told the world off. Me and this geezer with this red bloody case, like they come out with number 10. The story's all there. This one's supposed to be about that. This is about what I want to do for Sarah. It's in my mind, so I'm speaking it because I'm trying to do the love letter. Dear Princess, hope this letter finds you well. That's as far as I got. I decided just to record it. Just make one of my videos. So those pauses are just in case I get anything. Does anybody else get anything? Have a go. See, I had this dream about angels and things like that, and I thought I was just nuts. But then you look at the world and what people are saying. I've learned things that I didn't even know about how angels potentially could enter your dreams. Well, I tell you what, if they can, then she's fucking slapped me around the face many a times. See, I think I'm in love with my guardian angel, not Earth Angel Sarah. But because Earth Angel Sarah is like my guardian angel, that's why I've fallen in love. See, my brain's trying to analyse that, but the weed's kicking in. So that means I can ignore some things. Do excuse my pauses. Sometimes it's difficult to try and just get it in the right order and just say what you want to say. I've got it in my mind, I've said it already, but it's not coming out right. See, I don't want to leave my guardian angel. She's always been there. Does that make sense? So to confess my love to a woman on earth. But I think she could be Sarah. That's the whole point. My princess. This is where I come back to the mental health. I've had just gone fucking nuts. I'm in love when I don't want to be in bloody love. Like, go on, fuck off, leave me alone. It still slaps me around the face. I myself wanted to do things for this lady. She's just nice. That's what I like. Just nice. I've had a right shit time. Growing up, people just giving me shit 24/7, and a lot of it's not been nice. It has been beatings from being bullied and all that sort of shit. From family, teachers, school, it never really stopped. So you just carried on walking. Yeah, you don't go to school. Yeah, you leave everybody alone. And when it comes to work, you try and keep yourself to yourself. That's why some of the factory jobs where you're doing order picking and things are good. You're just doing your own thing. I would like to dance with Earth Angel Sarah. But why? I feel she's got some sort of connection to my guardian angel. Therefore, it's like I'm loving both of them at the same time. That's it, innit? I love both of these women at the same time. I'm happy just to put it down to just a crazy fantasy, right? Fair enough. But for anybody listening to this one thinking crazy shit, yeah, fair enough. You're just in love with a woman that you couldn't have. That's so to speak, because I just don't have the bloody guts to say so, because I didn't feel my status in life was good enough. I still don't. It's even bloody worse now, especially with the shit that I've got. I wouldn't approach any woman whatsoever if I haven't got a bit of money in my pocket. At least can look after myself. It's just embarrassing otherwise. See, I don't want to drag into my stories either. See, if I'm listening to my dreams, then life's going to change for me soon. My stories might get out, they might not. Doesn't stop the fact that I've got a void in my heart I cannot fill at all, because there's two ladies in my life I can't have. To Earth Angel Sarah, if you ever get this, my time with you was so precious. There's something I'll never forget. And when we was in the car driving back to Dorking, it was just a moment where my mind was so free. I actually want to be part of this world. Feels like it's wrong to actually love Earth Angel Sarah. It's like I'm not allowed. My mind never shuts up, and I look forward to the day it does. To just get that peace. I'm not looking forward to taking that long way around. I really am not. But I'm looking forward to my daughters growing up and seeing they're safe and they're okay. I don't know what else to say at the minute. I want it to run for ages. 30 minutes. We'll just see what happens. See, I get all emotional about it, and the stories that I had was just absolutely bonkers. It sent feelings through me like I've never had, and I can't explain them all. I've tried to rationalise them. Yes, putting it down as crazy, that's the easy one. Just lovesick, I suppose that's the word for it, isn't it? At the same time, I really just want to just throw it all away. If somebody just give me that magic freaking pill and I don't think of any of it, and I can just concentrate on working and rocking my PS5 Pro. I'd be happy with that. How is it you can fall in love with a woman? How many years was it? At least 3 or 4 years after. No, it was more than that, 6 years. And all it took was to hear her on the phone upset. It sent my mind freaking crazy. I had a moment like I cannot explain. Well, I did explain it. It's all through my stories. So to offend you, Sarah, honestly, my mind has just ran, and I've just like kind of had to tell the truth to the world. What's my mind? Or is it just me? Free therapy, just to get it off my mind. I want to dance with you because I want you to understand. I think you're such a lovely person. I want you to keep a smile in your heart that will always last. And yeah, I want to steal that kiss. I want to know if you are my soulmate, my earth angel. Are you that woman that I've been dreaming about? And I think I know how to find out what, who, yeah. But I suppose there's that thought of rejection as well, isn't it? I think you've had your fair bit of shit recently when it comes to your relationships and stuff, and I've not done anything better. I wanted to send you a trinket. It just held something precious to me. And I couldn't think of anybody else I'd want to give it to. I wanted to keep it safe. At the minute, the way I feel and the fact I'm not doing too great, I'd be too embarrassed to say that I actually love you and I want to dance with you because I want you to keep a smile for the rest of your life. A moment where you ever feel shit or down, you got a few reminders of me. They'll just make you smile when you need it the most. I'm happy to be alone in this world. It's peaceful. You don't really get much shit. Yeah, I don't mind being lonely. Lonely is good. But I want somebody to be lonely with. So, I'm looking for someone who just wants to be with me. And I want to be with them. We take our children and we live a life together. Don't give a fuck about no friends, no family. But yeah, for those who are nice and want to be nice, that's great. But I just want it to be me and you. And help me look after my children. And I'll help look after yours. I'm not as bad and as ugly as others may choose to make me out to be. I've got that heart that I have to hide away. I don't want to share it because it's too soppy or too silly. I don't know, it just seems daft sometimes. You can't be romantic anymore. So to Earth Angel Sarah, thank you for that moment of kindness you showed me back in the day. It'll be a thought and a memory in my mind that will never ever go away. And like I say, if I wake up in this bloody world again, and I understand where I am, I will come and find you again. I think you can free my mind. Help me find something different in the way of the stories that I've been telling. Help me relax enough. So my mind is always busy. It's like a radio. When you do it for the ghost thing, it's all bloody chat through. That's like my mind. It never stops. So you smoke a bit of bud because it just like calms it down and you can channel it. Like me just telling the stories and things. So if you think of what I'm doing, this is not just confessing my love to a woman. It's about talking about my mental health and how it kicks off. These are the dreams that I'm having. But are these dreams from somewhere else? I don't know. But you can just put it down to the craziness. That's the easy bit, isn't it? But what if it isn't? What if somebody has been talking to me? And I can't hear them because, I don't know, there's a reason I can't hear them. Because I'm too fucked all the time, I suppose. Not just fucked. I don't get battered. I ain't got the money to get battered. Do excuse me. I'm looking for answers. My moment was live. I recorded it. The emotions that ran through me was unbelievable. This is nothing compared. Absolutely nothing. This is why I suppose I'm not scared to say it anymore. Sarah Moore, I fell in love with you. Because you're just a beautiful, kind person. And my time with you was absolutely beautiful. And like I say, if I can visit over and over again, I'm sure. That was a bit shit, that bit, wasn't it? I kind of lost my mind. Lips out again. It's like the other thought, the other sense is when it comes to talking to Sarah, that's in my mind is, if I'm talking to Sarah, I'm talking to my guardian angel. Now, my guardian angel has got Sarah's name. I didn't know her name before. I still think I've got it wrong when it comes to my guardian angel. Yeah? But when it comes to my soulmate, I think it is Sarah. Something's just pointing me towards her all the time. I have tried to get away from it. I have. I can't say that enough. I really cannot. But it's sending my mind bloody crazy. Thinking, where is this all coming from? So I put it into a story. I wouldn't ever tell her. It's just something. If she ever hears it, then fair enough. But there's nothing else I can do. So the pictures that I've put on here, as many as I can. The editor's doing what, overtime, so do excuse the pictures, but it's just something. That's why I tell my story. I'm in love with a woman. But why I'm living the life I have, I'm never going to say fuck all. That's crap. Just leave it in there anyway. It's got to run as it is. I've been truthful as many of my videos as possible. I've not edited nothing. Everything as it is. It's been said. I do get vibes from other ladies. Yeah, Sarah is the strongest. It's absolutely, the vibe is just unbelievable. But I am looking for someone. So it's like I feel like I'm trying to use a woman before I've even met them, just so I can have a dance to see if I can connect and free my mind a little bit. When there's one blatant woman that's so beautiful that can relax my mind and get me there within nothing more than a heartbeat, I suppose. I fell in love with her kindness. Yeah, I suppose when you are thinking of your partners and things like that, why did you fall in love with them? I like that. Sarah Moore, I think you're a very kind lady. It was a pleasure. See you around,